Today's challenge is to boost your creativity, and we're going to be using the Divine Abundance deck to figure out what are 10 words or focus areas that you can use for a creative practice. Let's start. The first card that comes out is Divine Love. What type of image comes to mind when you hear divine love, and what type of message comes to mind when you look at this image? Use the first prompt for a creative writing discovery. This could be a poem, this could be an essay, this could be your experience with divine love, this could be you connecting to an angel energy, this could be you coming up with a story about an angel that's on earth right now. Your creative thinking is limitless, and this is the first prompt, divine love. This is how you start to practice creative story writing, but also creative imaginative thinking everywhere you go. You find these prompts that the universe gives you and you create something with them. The second card that comes out is fate. So I'm naturally reminded of Archangel Michael and fate. Is there a storyline around their relationship that you can explore? Is this a prompt from the universe for you to apply your creative thinking when it comes to your own relationships? Maybe creativity is not about creating the next big art project, but it's about applying that creativity into the way that you lead your life, into the way that you lead your relationships. And so the first prompt is divine love. The second prompt is fate. Once again, look at the image. What comes to mind when you hear fate, and what comes to mind when you look at the image that is here? The lotus flower, the birds. There is a hummingbird, there's a butterfly, but the lotus flower in particular is kind of the messenger of when we experience huge, tremendous growth. Sometimes we have to be in the mud, just like a lotus flower, but at the end of that transformation, the lotus flower blooms. The third prompt is letting go. What is it that you need to let go right now as a limiting belief when it comes to your creative thinking? But also, what is it that you want to write about when it comes to the topic of letting go? Maybe this is a prompt for you to create a blog post. Maybe you have a career in HR and you're being guided to write a blog post around letting go that's going to help somebody who's looking for a career in your company, or somebody who's looking for a career and you are the recruiter. What is it that people need to let go when they're ready to level up and start the next chapter of their life? Once again, look at the image here and think about what does it bring to mind? What does it bring to heart as well? I'm kind of being guided to the throat chakra, which is the blue here, and the green is the heart chakra. So you are enveloped in love every time that you create. You're protected, you are divinely guided. What is it that you need to speak into existence? What type of fear do you need to let go of so that you can be even more honest about the things that you want to create into the world? Because some of the most powerful creators in the world have had to be very brave with their messages due to persecution over the years, or perhaps due to their environments not accepting their growth. When you start to outgrow an environment, sometimes that environment is gonna push you out, but it's almost like they're gonna kick you out. And that is the universe speeding you up on the fast track to another timeline, level up. The next card that comes out is Expansiveness, which is a very creative prompt. If you look at this image, it has all the butterflies in the world. And as you know, butterflies are a symbol of transformation. So think about the topic of expansiveness and how you can channel the spirit of the butterfly, the transformational spirit in whatever you're working on right now. Maybe it is a poem, maybe it is a short story, maybe it is something that you would like to write in the form of a love letter to somebody. Maybe it is a message of recognition. Maybe somebody has helped you transform. Somebody has encouraged you to expand, to embrace that expansiveness that is one of your birthrights. When you are born into the world, you're born to expand. That's why babies are small and then they become big humans with big ideas. You have a big soul that is ready for you to explore, that is ready for your expansiveness. And so how can you channel that sense of expansion into your creative thinking and creative abilities? Maybe your project right now requires you a change of perspective that expands your ability to dream, to analyze, to connect. Maybe this is a prompt from the universe for you to collaborate with people, because some of the greatest creative projects, even Apple, had two co-creators. Maybe the universe is saying to you, now is the time for you to co-create, because this idea is too big for just one butterfly, one person that you are. Now we've got 4 prompts so far. We've got the divine love, we've got fate, we've got letting go, and we have expansiveness. What will be the 5th prompt? 5 is the number of creativity. If you are familiar with the astrological houses, 5 is a number of play. 5 is a number of you exploring what it is there for you to seize it as an opportunity and to advance. Right action is the next card that comes to mind. There's a lot of liberation in this card. There is a lot of freedom. There are a lot of birds. There's a lot of self-expression in this card. So when you think of creativity, if you are a writer, maybe you think always automatically writing. Maybe if you are a musician and you think about creativity, you are thinking automatically about practicing the musical instrument that you play. But what if you can apply creativity into everything that you do? What if the way that you're cooking your meals can be with more creativity? What if the way that you fold your sheets in the morning when you're putting your bed together is with more creativity? What if the way that you dress today is with more creativity? So you're sending out the message that you are surrendering to the path of creativity. Let go of your idea what creativity means and what creativity is limited to. Your expression of creativity can be channeled in any situation. And the next card, which is very interesting, is the card of loss. Some of the greatest artistic pieces, artistic works have been as a result of great loss. Maybe you're experiencing a period of loss right now. Maybe you have lost people, opportunities, places. How can you channel that loss into inspiration for the world? Everything that we are experiencing on Earth is designed to teach us, to guide us, to shape us, to mold us, to expand us. So when you look at this card and when you look at the darkness in the middle, don't forget to look at the colors around as well, for that is life. And there is a dove here, the spirit of peace, or at least it resembles a dove to me. It might be a different bird. I think it's a dove. The dove is the symbol of peace. So how can you channel loss into, once again, a poem, a short story? How can you channel loss into a short song? How can you channel loss into dancing? What type of music do you need to play in the background for you to align with the kind of frequency of loss so that you can channel a message from that lens? When I used to write for literary competitions, I would listen to specific songs to get into that zone of writing, and I would channel these short stories that were aligning with the music that I was listening to. So whatever it is that you want to experience, there are songs written about it, there are paintings created for it. If you want to tap into the experience of loss and create from that place so that you can transform it and return it to the universe in the sense of inspiration, so that you create a painting or a song. That is beautiful. That is another form of creation. It's creativity at play. And the next card that comes out is humility. You are not alone. And when you are creating, you're always co-creating. So make sure that you're giving grace for your ability to create, for your ability to be a creator. And make sure that you're connecting to the elements at play, the spirit animals that are here, the people around you that are supporting you. Practice humility, stay humble, because the more you connect back to nature, the more you connect back to your roots, the more you connect to your early mentors, the more you're going to be able to realize how far you've walked and how much you've grown as a creator, as a human being. And the more you understand how much your presence in the world is making a difference, the more you can transform that knowledge into wisdom and pass it on to the next generations. So far we've got 7 cards and we have 3 more left to complete this creative journey. Liberation. You are liberating the creator that is limitless, that is within you. And there is a sense of liberation when we return to nature. I'm being drawn back to the green space, to the birds, to the insects, to all the forms of life that surround us every single day that we tend to ignore. Even flies. We see a fly and we think, oh, it's just another fly. But a fly is also a symbol of life, for it is alive. And your creations, when they are channeled through your soul, when they're channeled through your heart, they become alive as well, because every time somebody engages with them, they're engaging with a piece of your soul. It's a little bit like the Horcruxes from Harry Potter, but while they were a symbol of death, everything that you create that is channeled through your soul becomes alive, becomes soul-lit. There are fragments of your being enmeshed with it. So the most fascinating stories, poems, songs, they reach us in our heart space. They speak to our souls because they're channeled from that place of the liberated creator, the creator that is operating from their soul. So before you create, think about how you can channel your higher self, how you can send a message to the universe, to your own soul. Show me the way through which I can channel more of my potential so that I can allow others to unlock more of their potential when they engage with my creations. The next card that comes out is clearing. So, if you listen to successful people, high performers, they would tell you that the way they operate at the highest possible productivity level is where they have a very minimal space around them. So maybe you need to create your living room, maybe you need to clean your living room, maybe you need to clean your bedroom. Maybe you need to clear the energy that is around you so that you can channel with more clarity, so that you can create with more impact. Once again, there's a lot of symbolism in this card. What is it that attracts you the most? What is it that kind of speaks to you the most? Use it, and when your intuition is telling you to do something, trust it, because your intuition has already picked up on invisible cues that your logical mind cannot quite yet conceive and make sense of. So, and this is another prompt. I'm being guided to come back to the clearing. The most impactful pieces of artwork, but not only, even business structures, they go into the process of refinement for many years sometimes. They go into the process of clearing that which is unnecessary. So maybe you have already created the winning idea. Maybe you have already created artwork that is breathtaking, but it has too many details. And so people cannot really understand what it is from it that they need to take within and engage with it. So maybe your task as a creator is to learn how to remove the unnecessary, how to remove the details that are not adding any value because you are attached to them. The attachment, practice detachment. You are attached to the details, but are they actually giving value? Are you covering all of your most beautiful ideas with these unnecessary details? Because on some level you're scared of the success. Because on some level you know if you make your artwork impeccable, it's gonna reach tremendous success. The last card that comes out is Divine Abundance. The abundance mindset is that there's always enough, there's always plenty of opportunities, there's always plenty of inspiration into the world, plenty of ideas. So just because you haven't reached a specific success that you have in mind by a specific age does not mean that you have failed. It means that you have a different learning path. This is a very beautiful card with a lot of colors, and at the heart of it is this rich pink, which is a connection to the inner child. The more, and I am connected to my inner child as I'm channeling this message, but the more you are creating from this space of joy, which is the natural state of being for your inner child, the more you're going to experience the divine abundance. Because when you are a child, think about it, everything is an opportunity for an adventure. Everything is a source of inspiration and joy. And there's a lot of curiosity. When you align with that sense of being, you align with the divine abundance that is all around us, that you are already connected to, but you are forgetting to explore. So clear your space, allow yourself to feel the liberation as a creator, and tap into the divine abundance, for you are ready to explore it, but also the divine abundance is inviting you to do more of that which brings you joy. And if you find joy in tapping into the sense of loss that has been captured throughout time, throughout our history, and create something of beauty and inspiration from it, maybe that's where you're going to find your divine abundance, because you have been created to be a creator that is able to be an alchemist and transforms the tragedy into stories of inspiration, uplifting stories of the power of love, the transformational power of love. Thank you for creating, and thank you for looking for ways to create even bigger and brighter and bolder. You are making the world a better place. You are bringing positive change by embracing the creator that you are. Thank you.